I don't know. I know the one line that you always sing about.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It's 5:15 on the start of a Wednesday. Glad you're with us. Okay, let's talk about smart meters. There are those new electronic meters that are being installed in homes, monitoring and reporting how much energy you're using. NYSEG customers already had them installed, causing quite the controversy. Now, National Grid is doing the same thing.
So they're going to be starting them come in January, and they're going to be doing some different areas first. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
So let's wrap up here and join in with our TV viewers to get your voice on this. Stand by as we do just that.
Good morning to you. It is 5:16 on your Wednesday morning. Question for you if you're joining us right now, and I see we've got about a dozen people who are with us already. Do you have a smart meter installed on your home yet? NYSEG has been doing them, and a lot of people have reached out to us saying their bills rose exponentially when they had these smart meters installed. We've been doing a lot of reporting on that.
NYSEG says there's no correlation between the two, yet people, after having them installed, did see their bills go up. Now, National Grid is doing the same. So if you're a National Grid customer, is there concern about this? And are you opting out? Because if you do, you're still paying about $10 or so a month to avoid having this smart meter
So
installed.
it's really interesting that you have that option, and NYSEG customers had that option as well. But starting at the beginning of the year, National Grid's going to be putting these in, and then you can say, you know what, I don't want one. I'm going to pay that $10 or $11 a month to not have it.
I was listening to Tom Bowerly yesterday on WBEN in the car, and he said it's extortion. An interesting thought nonetheless, but a lot of people feel that they're being held up basically because if you opt out, you're still paying that cash. Interesting conversation. Grab your phone. We'd love to hear from you. But first, look at some of today's top stories. Buffalo's music industry getting national recognition after being nominated for a couple of Grammys. The Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra and music director Joanne Falletta all nominated for Best Orchestral Performance and Best Classical Compendium. This is their second year in a row as nominees for Best Orchestral Performance.
Neighbors in the town of Tonawanda, you can keep your cars in the streets a little longer. The town announcing winter overnight bans are going into effect December 1st now. They were supposed to go into effect on Friday. Stays through March 15th. You can't park in the streets from 2 until 6 a.m. during this ban. And I'll tell you what, you wake up this morning and you start thinking about winter because it is cold.
It's frosty as well as you're waking up. Keep in mind that you've got that frost in your windshield. You'll probably need about 5 extra minutes as I did. Had the seat heaters on this morning and the defroster blasting.
I got it going this morning.
Okay, let's talk about those smart meters here because changes are on the way for many, many National Grid customers now having the option to have these smart meters installed in their homes or opt out.
Okay, so this is really interesting because Melinda is saying my NYSEG bill has doubled. It's ridiculous. And then Jacqueline says, I have a smart meter from NYSEG. This month was the first time my bill was under $100 since it was installed.
Interesting. And do you feel like you're using more or less energy, Jacqueline? I'm interested in hearing.
Yeah, Jacqueline, was that more or less than what you thought it would have been before the smart meter?
Melly also saying, I'm not looking forward to these new meters. All of the issues with NYSEG customers have her a little bit concerned. And that's kind of the thing, with so much controversy with the NYSEG smart meters, are National Grid customers concerned? We have found out that National Grid is using a different brand of smart meter than NYSEG is, but will that make any difference?
Here's what Denise says. My meter was installed last month. I have not received a new bill yet, but I will say I'm very apprehensive about it. From what I've been hearing, I don't understand how there could be a correlation between the high raise in billing compared to the installation of these new meters.
Julie weighing in here saying that meter did overcharge me $100. I called them 50 times until I asked for a picture of the meter to prove it used that much. How fast they noticed there was an error. Interesting. So if you feel like there are higher charges on your bill and you call to contest those charges, it might be worth it for you, as Julie says, in the long run, because they overcharged her $100.
Okay.
Energy Radio Buffalo says those new meters are affecting folks like us who use a lot of power at the radio tower.
And Jacqueline answering our question, it's been more since the smart meter installed. Usually the bill was about $140. Wow.
So really what this does is eliminate the need for those meter readers, right?
Well, and so Pamela, I think, might be saying what a lot of people are thinking too. adding that $11 a month is much cheaper than paying double should there be some sort of, let's say, issue, or, now you learn that's the rate that you
Right.
use. Yeah.
Here's what Justin is saying. He has an electric car, so he's wondering what his bill is going to do. That's a great point, knowing what you're putting into that car. Lori says technology for us seniors, hard to keep up with. That's true.
Technology for us millennials can be hard
No
to keep
kidding.
up with.
And Charisse, good morning to you. I don't want a new meter bill already high. So do you have a smart meter, Charisse? I'm interested. And then Jacqueline says, I had to turn my hot tub off for a few weeks to help reduce my bill. Yeah, that makes sense. Using a lot of power.
Sometimes every little bit helps when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Jeff Baker calling it legal theft. Connie wondering, why can't they have customers read it like they do for water?
Interesting.
I also wonder, a lot of these bills are estimates. So are you having an estimated bill, or is this the actual reading?
Well, and then with the smart meters, they're no longer estimates, right?
Right.
Because they're supposed to be tracking
Actual.
exactly what you're using.
How about this one? A 23-year-old man is now facing charges after what police call a stabbing inside the Red Roof Inn on Flint Road in Amherst. This happened late last night. A young girl, police say, was stabbed there, and now Angele Llamosas Perez is charged with assault and criminal possession of a weapon. Border Patrol telling us they were called in here to assist with this investigation. Unclear what exactly led to this fight or assault, but we are working to get some more information about what exactly went on here.
Yeah, so it sounds like 3 people were actually all hurt in this whole ordeal, and Amherst police, again, on the scene there. We'll be following up with Amherst police and potentially Border Patrol throughout the morning and throughout the day, too, to get the latest on that for you.
One of those stories that a lot of people are reading right now on WKBW.com. Coming up, Josh is here tracking your 7 weather forecast. It's 5:22. You're watching Good Morning Buffalo.